went to go eat. Do not kill me. Hi, cousins. Hi. Are we on? Let me make sure we on Facebook, child. Oh, why can't I see it on Facebook? I gotta figure out why our video doesn't go to Facebook like it used to. Do y'all see the video on Facebook? I see a lot of YouTubers. Is it on Facebook? Okay, it's weird. There's something going on with the way it shows on Facebook. All right, let me see something. Okay, while I try to get it on the Facebook main page, you guys say hey to the people. Let me know where you guys are watching from. It goes to like a different page. I don't get it. Okay. All right, let's start. Let me know where you guys are watching from. We got to see your face. I got somebody in queue, but we got to see your face. Indiana. Let me go back. Is it on the, okay. Hey, everyone. I think they shadow banned me on Facebook. Child, I don't know, child. Who knows, child? All right, let's start. Hey, YouTube. Hey, Facebook. Let's get into it. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to the channel. Like and subscribe to the channel. We got, all right, like and subscribe to the channel. Like the video on YouTube. It's the easiest thing to do. I hate that we have Facebook issues. Let me know where you guys are watching from. Let me put the link. It's like I got to put it like this. And then I got to go to the link. All right. I'm trying to put the link now in the Facebook and the, where is it at? Okay, we go. All right, so the link to be a guest is in the YouTube comment section. Now it's in the Facebook comment section. I hate that it's not on our main page and I can't explain it, y'all. I don't know. Something happened. Let's start. Abraham, beautiful Kendra. I'm loving the Kendra reaction videos. Great idea. Keep them coming. Hey, we just started that this week. Really, shout out to Awesome. Awesome won't be on the show tonight. Awesome can't come back on the show unless he's in a relationship. He has an update like that. We had enough Awesome, child, but prayers to Awesome. But I did it today with Zach, and I think we are going to do more. A lot of men are telling me that I have to do a woman's reaction video. So we'll see. It's Kendra G's Thoughts. That's the name of it right now. All right, let's start. Push the guest if you want to be push the request if you want to be a guest. I gotta see Jahan Day. Show me where you call. Show me the wall. Tavia, you gotta turn on the lights. Turn on the lights, Tava. Okay, let's get the first guest. All right, I'm about to come to you. Let me set this up. All right. Hello? Where are you calling me from, sir?
Kendra G, the lovely Kendra G. How you doing today? Calling from Charlotte, North Carolina. What's good with you?
Oh, I'm coming back to Charlotte. That's so funny. Hey.
I know you did your little party thing, your little shindig thing in Charlotte, the Queen City.
I did. Shout out to Kitchen and Cocktail. We had our very own speed dating event, but I'm coming back there Memorial Day weekend with a partnership with Black Menswear. And ladies, you will have to be invited to this speed dating. You'll be invite only for the speed dating portion, and you have to submit if you want to be on the list via the Kendra G Singles dating app. So ladies, if you're not already on the app, I'm like telling y'all in advance what's about to come so y'all can know in advance. But let's talk about you.
Hey, Kendra G, question. You looking real lovely tonight. I just want to let you know that. Also, Kendra G, let me ask you this. How come you don't respect black men?
Oh, God, you're one of them? This is getting out of hand. Okay, this is getting out of hand. Can let me tell you something. Y'all can't ask me no more questions. It's gonna cost you $5,000 to ask me a direct question. So anybody got a question for me, you're gonna have to pay $5,000 to ask me a direct question. And I have no idea why you goofy black men. I don't know. I need y'all to get a life, child. I do, cause y'all really are starting to embarrass yourselves. And I don't even know if y'all know how much you embarrass yourselves. Like the real men in my life, they look at y'all and laugh because only goofies like y'all sit up on a YouTube show trying to harass. Why don't you respect black women? I'm a whole woman. You want me to have an argument with you as a man? Men want to argue with women? That's what y'all do in 2025? I didn't know that men like to argue with women. You're goofies. Now, I don't know if it's because y'all got small penises and y'all can't get girls. I don't really know what it is. I don't know if you're not making enough money on your job and you just jealous. Like Jay-Z said, we thought jealousy was a female trait. But now we realize men be jealous too. I just be confused, child. I'm not used to me like this. So here's the deal. New rule. If you got a question for Kendra G, it costs $5,000 to ask me a question. If you ain't got $5,000, you can't ask me no question. And it's that simple. Period. The end. Now, if you got $5,000, Kendra G Media, send it in the Cash App, and then I will answer your question. Okay? Okay. We clear? We clear. So yes, if you want to ask me a question, it's $5K. Kendra G Media is the Cash App. Send the payment, and then you can come back and ask me a question. And it's that simple. Tava, you ready? But the way you was looking, baby, I don't know if you got $50. So I don't know. You might need a discount. You probably ain't got $5. You know, I'm sorry. So I know you can't afford the $5K question. Tava, show me the wall. All right. Here we go. What happened? Tava, you got disconnected. Tava, come back. Zay, show me the wall, Zay. Zay, show me the wall. Zay, I'm nervous. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie to you, Zay.
Oh.
Hello, where you calling me from, sweetheart?
Hey, I'm calling from Rock Hill, South Carolina.
South Carolina. How you pronounce your name?
Zay. Or Zamion. You talking about my real name? Zamion. Yeah, my bad.
That should be easy, right?
Yeah.
All right, so stay steady. So want me to call you Zay?
Yeah, you can call me Zay.
Just wipe your screen, boo.
Oh, my bad. My camera kind of messed up.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, there we go. South Carolina, Zay, how old are you?
26. Just turned 26 yesterday.
26 yesterday. Oh, happy belated birthday.
Appreciate it.
Okay. So that means we in Pisces or Aries season? Aries.
Aries.
Okay. Zay, you have any kids?
Yeah, one son, 2-year-old son.
Why you not with the mama?
You got hectic. I'm gonna just say that.
It got hectic.
Yeah. Trying to grow her career, and she trying to grow her career. It just got hectic.
So y'all couldn't figure it out?
Nah, not really.
Okay. All right. So, what you do for a living, bro?
I'm an electrician, and I work for Rock Hill Housing. We fix
Rock Hill Housing.
Yep. We fix Section 8 properties.
So we got Zay, 26. His birthday was yesterday. South Carolina, dad to a 2-year-old, never married, right?
Yeah.
And you work for a housing company?
Rock Hill Housing. Rock Hill.
What is that? You don't gotta tell me the company, just the profession.
We fix Section 8 properties, so like Section 8 apartments, public housing, stuff like that. But I'm an electrician by trade.
Okay. All right. Well, let's do it. What kind of woman are you looking for?
I'm looking for a loving, feminine woman, career strong, and I kind of like them older than me. I ain't gonna lie, I like them a little older than me. So like 27, 30, something like that.
Okay, you like older women.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What are your deal breakers?
Deal breaker, multiple kids with multiple baby daddies. You gotta have like one. I got one baby mom. You gotta have one baby dad. I can't really deal with multiple.
Okay. You got one baby dad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Should she look a certain way?
What you mean by look a certain way? Like
you want her to be light skinned, tall, thin, thick, short, white, black, Asian.
I don't really have no preference. Long as she under 240. Like I can't bench more than 300. So I can't need nobody under 240. I mean I need
okay. Okay. Don't be more than 240. Because he can't bench more than 300. Should she make a certain amount of money?
No, I don't really care about her money. As long as she got her stuff together, preferably have her own place. I don't really care about how much she make.
Okay. Okay. Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Oh, okay. So, what I do, I just stand up.
You stand up and we see your full body.
All right. I'm 6'3", by the way.
Woo! He's 6'3", he said. Don't play with him.
Yeah.
Okay. 6'3". We got you, Zay. You don't got to turn around. This ain't the police station, child. So we got Zay. You want her to be in South Carolina?
Yeah, I prefer South Carolina because I travel up and down the state a lot.
Okay. You told me the age range. When was your last relationship?
My last relationship was 2 years ago.
Okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
What this money is? April, January.
January. Okay. January. 3 flaws you have to work on.
Patience. I don't know, really patience. I've been preaching patience. I've really been trying to be patient. I don't know. That's what I need the woman for. She need to figure that out.
No, you should know your 3 flaws already. Because like these are things that you're aware of that you know you have to work on. You don't know your 3 flaws?
No, not really.
Lord. Well, that's a flaw in itself, Zay, not knowing your 3 flaws. I say this often.
Okay, that's fine.
So make sure you figure out your 3 flaws, okay?
Yes, ma'am. I accept criticism.
Okay. And I didn't pin it. And why would a woman be lucky to be with you?
I'm ambitious. I'm caring. I'm loving. I'm understanding. And I'm young and got plenty of time.
You're young and you got plenty of time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, well, let's do it. We got Zay, South Carolina, 26 Aries, dad to a 2-year-old. Could the woman have kids? You said yes, right?
Yeah.
Do you want more kids?
Yeah, I would like maybe 1 or 2.
Okay, 1 or 2. He works at Roxwell Housing. Are you on the Kendra G Singles dating app?
Yes.
Okay, let's pull you up.
My name is A Single for real.
Make sure y'all download the dating app because that's how you're gonna shout that out on when I get to the point where I say, "What is your name?" All right, so Zay, you said Zay what?
Is A Single for real. Is A Single for real.
Oh, you really. Here we go. Just put in Zay single and it will come right up. You really like single for real, for real. Oh my God. Zay single. Zay single is his name on the Kendra G Singles dating app. Zay single. Zay single. So Zay and then the word single. Who'll come right up when we put in Zay single? Let me finish showing all your pictures. Because I cut it off before we got to all the pictures. Okay, dad to a 2-year-old in South Carolina. There's another picture coming up. There's a few more. Okay. He ready for his woman. Oh, we did. Oh, I think there's one more.
Yeah, there's one more. Yeah.
All right, there you go. That's the one. That's the money shot. That's the one, ladies. So listen, you can shoot your shot. You can send him a message right there. Or you can scroll down and push a heart or the star to get his attention. I'll send him a message so y'all can see how it works. I'm going to say, hey, Zay. I just sent you a message.
Okay.
If it's on your phone, you should see it.
Yeah, I see it.
Yep. Funny guy always looking to improve. Okay, well, he did say that. Funny guy always looking to improve. 26 years old, ladies. Hit him up if you're interested. All right, Zay, baby. You keep me posted how it goes, love.
All right, I appreciate it. I
You're
love everything
welcome.
you do. All
Bye,
right.
boo.
Thank you.
All right, let's get someone else. Oh, I should have got this. Abraham said, you seem like a nice young man, well-spoken and reasonable. Become self-aware. Women love a leader. You'll do great. Okay. Abraham said, Abraham again, if you want respect, you have to give respect. Thank you, Abraham. You know what? I match energy. I feel like I match energy over here, but I am very serious. Like I talked about this the other day. I work too hard trying to bring people together to be disrespected. So them days is over. So if you're calling in and you want to find love, you can. If you want to ask Kendra a question, it costs $5,000. And you have to send the money first before you can address me with any question. Okay? Are we simple? That's a simple. Now we are clear. Sam said, I don't feel disrespected. Oh, Sam's talking about the guy that came on earlier who said, why don't I respect black men? I think that narrative is very false. I have a lot of respect for black men. And there's some women that would say, why don't you respect black women? Child, I need my haters to get together, okay? Because y'all need to get y'all story straight. Because there's some women who think I'm really hard on women and I don't mess with the women. Now we got some men thinking I don't mess with the men. So I need my haters to do like a group chat. And y'all tell the same story because both of y'all can't be right. Like, which one is it? Do I not like women? Do I not like men? Like, which one is it? Get y'all stories together. Get y'all stories together. But I do have to say this. The type of men that live on the internet, not live on the internet. Thank you, Sam. Sam is a big supporter. I appreciate you. My father's a black man. I've talked about black men in the highest level so many times on the show, so that doesn't get to me. But it's mind-boggling to me because I'm just not. Men who make more money than Kendra ain't thinking about me. They too busy making money. They too busy making money to be worried about Kendra G and what she got to do. I think it's the men that I'm more successful than that really are having a hard time. They're having a hard time. They're having a really hard time because, ooh, child, something about me just bothers them. I have no idea. I don't know. So I'm just not used to that because the men in my life, they don't got time to be stalking nobody on no damn YouTube. A woman at that, they would call that goofy and weak. But I don't know. Elton, you ready? Show the wall. Let us know where you're watching from. All right, Elton. Elton, don't be on nothing. CJ, I'll come to you next, but you got to turn on your lights. We got a lot of men tonight. Are you here to find love,
Hey, how's it
Elton?
going?
Are you here to find love, baby?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
I'm from, oh, you can ask the question. My fault. Go ahead.
Well, go ahead. Just tell me since you already ready.
Oh, yeah. No, I was just saying I'm from downtown Toronto. I was just filling out my Kendra G singles profile app, but I'm not quite finished that yet. But I did set the photo upload part. So it's a pretty good app so far. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we love that. So now we know that you're setting up the app, but let's continue with your questions. You ready?
Sure.
Okay.
So I think you brought up a good point with your previous talk about like the flaws and stuff. And I think for myself, like, as a men, we have to take our confidence and, do approaches. So I was wondering if you like, do you give like that sort of advice? Because I know some of your advice is like harsh on like, people getting into shape and stuff, but what about like stuff like confidence and like the inner game? And because I go for like, I have women who are interested in me, but I go for like, I want somebody who I can realistically be loyal to and like actually like you don't want to be on your wedding day and as the young people would say like they're mid or whatever, right? Like I would want to be excited about this person. I do like the girls who are like more like model like and whatever, and I make like decent money. I don't know if we get into numbers, but so yeah, I was just wondering in terms of like the confidence advice that you would have, because sometimes like it's like when I finally do see these like I'm in downtown Toronto, when I finally see an attractive girl, it will be like there was like just yesterday, the sun was like you could barely see the girl, then the sun was in my eyes right as we're passing, and then I was like, oh, she's cute, and then like they go so far away, and you have to run after them. It's like a whole mission, right? And then yeah, it's just one of those things, right? So
Okay, Elton. Okay, take a breath. Take a breath. Listen, I like you. I like that you're very transparent and you're very straightforward and you're vulnerable, which I think is, to me, a great quality that you possess. I don't normally give advice, but I can definitely talk about confidence because confidence is universal. I will say this. Here's the deal. What I will say, you want a model type, woman. I mean, I hate to say it, but you got to, I don't know how much money you make, but the more money you make, the prettier the girl can be. I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules, but that's something I have learned from this show, that when men really want the best of the best type of woman, they get their coin up. But there are still some very beautiful women walking this planet who they don't want no broke man, but you don't necessarily got to be a millionaire. Now you're in Toronto. I've been in Toronto. There's so many beautiful women in Toronto. Like,
oh yeah,
I mean,
for
like
sure.
no, literally a lot of photo shoots happen in Toronto. So the woman you're talking about, she probably legitimately was a model. But I feel like this, Elton, just believe in yourself. Like, have some swag. So you're not a bad looking guy. Like, I think that once I go through this, you're gonna get reached out to by a lot of women. So are you saying the women that like you don't really like them back?
Yeah, pretty much. Like there's people I've been on like dates with like last year and stuff, and the ones that I wanted, they didn't want me, but the ones that wanted me, I didn't want them, and yeah, it is
That's
what
the
it is,
circle
right?
of life, child. That's the circle of life. So the girls that you want, they're like extremely gorgeous.
Yeah, and like typically, like if even ask out women in the gym, which I know is like you gotta tread with carefully, but typically they have like a boy. Actually, yeah, I did have like one success in the gym out of like, anyways. But for the most part, it's like yeah, they have boyfriends and stuff like that as well, right? Or they make them up, right? So
Right. Um, right. Okay. Okay. Well, let me ask you my questions, Elton. Get
sure,
situated. You know,
okay.
the cousins are giving you a lot of great feedback. They're like, you're very attractive.
Oh, appreciate that.
All right. So Elton, you live in Toronto?
Yeah, in Toronto.
Ooh, is that somebody behind you? Oh no. This the best
Oh
lighting?
no
It
no.
might not be that bad. This the best lighting we got?
I think I can turn it up a little bit.
Yeah. See if we can turn the lights on. Turn the lights on. Ain't that a song by somebody?
Kanye, right? Or
Turn the
flashing
lights
lights? Or
on.
no?
Come
Or
on.
maybe not.
It's okay. Elton, how old are you while you're getting your life together? How old are you?
Sure. I'm 36, gonna be turning 37. So on the older side, it's yeah. I do know that like the girls in their mid 20s, like some people they still have that mindset. Oh, the guy has to be within 2 years, and I think as people like grow and mature, like they kind of lose that, but there's still that kind of like mentality where people aren't really. They just realistically somehow think that somebody within 2 years and they just narrow their pool for whatever reason because society tells them or yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, Elton, forget
But
those people. We're gonna like right now. You're perfect as you are. Okay, like you're in this moment. I don't think 36 is a bad age. We don't think you're a bad looking guy. Let me get to know you more. Don't worry about anything negative. So anything that you think is, we're not paying that any attention. What we're vibrating is on all the level of everybody that's gonna watch you and think you're amazing. Okay. So in this moment,
Okay.
you are amazing, and that's it. That's all. No other way to even think about it. Okay.
All right. Hell yeah. I like it.
All right. Yeah. Like you the man. You the man right now. Point blank. Period.
All right. I like it. Yeah.
That is the energy that we are giving. So you the man. So you have any kids? I'm assuming no.
No kids. No.
Okay. And you never been married, right?
That's correct. Never married.
Okay. What do you do for a living?
Right now I work in IT. I can say how much I make if you want to know a rough ballpark, but
You don't have to share your salary. I don't ever ask personal salaries.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
You don't have to.
I'll share just to get so you get like a rough idea, because I don't know, like if you know how downtown Toronto is, pretty pricey, but let's just say I make over 75 an hour. I won't say the exact figure, but over 75 an hour. So.
Okay. Don't play with Elton. Can you get a little closer? I see a lot of your ceiling. I would rather see you.
Oh, okay.
This is good.
Maybe if I hold the phone up. Yeah. I'm using my mobile phone. Yeah.
Okay, it's okay. Don't be nervous, Elton. Don't be nervous. We're confident. Any woman that gets you, she's being with the man. Period.
All right, I like that. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Any girl that gets you, because you the man. That's it. That's the end of the story. This whole interview, you the man. Remember that you're wearing that this whole interview. So Elton, Toronto, 36, no kids, never married, works in IT. Do you believe in zodiac signs?
I personally don't really. Honestly, I know there are like a lot of women who are into that, and I'm open to it. But I'm a Taurus. If that narrows it, eliminates me
for some. I'm a Taurus too. When's your birthday?
Oh, it's May 10th. And yours?
It must be. I must be attracting a lot of Tauruses. I've been getting a lot of Tauruses on my show lately. I'm May 7th.
Okay, it's both May birthday buddies, I guess. Kendra, yeah.
We're close. Now let's do it. We got Elton, Toronto, 36, Taurus, no kids, never married, works in IT. What kind of woman are you looking for?
Okay, so I'm looking. So I don't know if you can tell by my look, but I'm actually Indian Portuguese from a place called Goa. So I do like brown girls to a lot, as a few like Latina kind of girls as well. There's like exceptions as well, but yeah, basically that a couple Asian people here as well. But I know it kind of narrows the pool a little bit, but yeah, I mean everybody has their preference, right? A fit is really important to me. I actually had a friend moved in with somebody, and yeah, if your vibes, like if somebody's disciplined, the other person isn't, it just, yeah, I don't really want to get into that situation, right? So.
Okay, so you want a woman of your ethnicity?
Yeah, similar ethnicity, I'd say.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay, what are your deal breakers?
Deal breakers. So I don't have anything with religion. I would say deal breakers would be if they're unloyal. I think that's a pretty common one. What else? Hygiene. If you know, yeah, they're shaving and certain things. Yeah, like there's certain deal breakers, I guess, in terms of like the hygiene department, or if they don't take care of themselves. But I take good care of myself. Shower, shave, and so on. So good clothes for work and all that stuff. So I would hope that they are presentable as well, right? And those are the main deal breakers that come to mind. But now that you do mention it, I think I do need to do a bit more, research into deal breakers. And as I'm sure sometimes you just you meet somebody and you're like, all right, this is my new deal breaker, right? So.
Well, yeah, that's what life is. And sometimes you might have a preference and get your preference and realize I actually don't like my preference. So it's okay. You can have a deal breaker and then meet somebody that makes you change your mind, or you can have a requirement and they have the requirement and then you don't like that either. Life is all about experience, Elton. It's okay.
All right, awesome. Yeah.
All right, so should she look a certain way? You mentioned it a couple of times. You want her to be fit.
Sorry, can you repeat that again?
You want your woman to be fit, correct?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
Okay. Should she make a certain amount of money?
No, I'm not too particular in terms of the money. I would prefer her career I'm not sure if we're allowed to say that on here, but if her career is not like an O and then an F kind of career, then that'd be a nice plus. I would prefer, you know, somebody who's you can be more proud of than, you know, something like that. I would say, yeah.
So no women on OnlyFans.
That's correct. Yeah.
Okay, no women on OnlyFans. No women on OnlyFans. Okay, let's do the Kendra cam.
All right. Like Kendrick, that's the one where I like get up and take that's just the top part off, right? Or something.
Yes. Well, we gotta see your legs.
Oh, the legs as well? Okay. But like what, you want me to put on shorts on or just like okay,
You gotta see your legs.
let me see how
Tumble back a little bit.
okay.
Wait, so you don't gotta take your clothes off though.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Okay, but since we did, it's fine. Okay, we see you got muscles, Elton. Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah. Okay, we see you, Elton. All right.
I wasn't sure if you do like I know some people they do like you have to like take your shirt off and stuff like that, or
Yeah,
you're just like kind of show generally what you look like, right?
Yeah. We actually never requirement. We don't have I don't have a shirt off requirement. People do at times, but it's not required. All you gotta do is stand up. We're just getting an idea of what you look like completely.
Okay, yeah, that's a fair point. Yeah.
All right, but we see your biceps now.
Yeah.
Okay, let's start. Now, when was your last relationship?
All right. So my last relationship, I did have like a short-term one for like a couple of months. Yeah, learned pretty quickly that we're not the most mentally stable, and just kind of got out of that. But that was like about a couple years ago. Aside from that, just been kind of working on myself, the gym, upgrading my skills for my job, and certifications. So yeah, it's been a while since I've dated. Yeah.
Okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
That was also basically like within like the 2 year kind of time frame. Yeah.
Okay, no worries. You didn't have to answer, but we got it. 3 flaws
Okay.
you have to work on.
Okay, so this one from the previous one I did start to think about it. I would say definitely confidence could use some work. Continuing to build good habits like I guess keeping the place like cleaner and just like getting to that next level and improving my cooking skills. So just I don't know if those are necessarily flaws, but there's definitely things to work on.
Okay, something to work on. And why would a woman be lucky to be with you?
Why they would be lucky to be with me? I would say because I come from a like financially stable background, I guess I would be able to take them to like some nice places and treat them well, where I know some people have accepted definitely lesser from people, and it's at least show them a nice fun time. Like there's a lot to do within downtown Toronto itself, and even just traveling the world together. Like there's definitely a lot of possibilities, right? For when depending on our mutual vibe, right?
Okay. Listen, they said, y'all, Elton was about to get bucket naked. Okay, this one has another question. Madison has a question for you. Are you looking for a light partner, good fit, or do you want arm candy, a younger woman? It's coming off as the latter, and we don't like. And why don't you like the women that like you? It sounds like you like to chase. I think there's women that,
okay.
So
That's
what's
an
wrong with the
interesting
women?
one.
The women that like you that you don't like. What's wrong with them?
It's just that I'm just like that excitement has to be there, like mutually, and if it's not, like physical attraction does matter. Like I've talked to men, and like I have like a female best friend and stuff, and we've talked about stuff like that, and it's physical attractiveness is important, and I'm definitely a believer in people like just making sure like not to compromise in terms of like I don't like to use like the whole rating system and all that stuff, but if I don't see somebody as like it just makes sense, right? If somebody doesn't see me as like an attractive person, then they're just not going to treat me well, and it's not going to work out, right? If they're like, oh, like sometimes, like I had a friend back in the day, she gave a guy a shot, he bought her an iPhone, and then she's like, oh, you know what, he's too short, can't deal. It's just like, you're just wasting your time, right? So I've kind of learned that from my experience. And as far as what this person is saying about like, I want a younger arm candy woman versus a life partner, I'm not necessarily opposed to somebody older, but I have found that, like, I'm 36, right? I have found with women who are like 35, and it's just like so rushed to have kids. And I've been brainwashed by some people, but I have met at least 2 women who are around 35. And when one of them, she went on a date with one guy, and we were like close friends, me and her. So she told me, oh, he didn't talk about kids on the first date, so he's like a player and immature. That just like you don't know if they're, like there's that. There's basically, if there's no like sexual chemistry and like whatever other things that the person is interested in, then you're not gonna be like, oh, let's have kids like on the first date, right? It's just too much. And at 35 too, even if you put that aside, it's like with the biological clock, freezing eggs and whatever, it's still so much of a rush to like, versus if I meet somebody at least 30, we have a few more years to work with and get to know each other, where you know how people show their true colors. And I'm a believer that you need those a few years, ideally more years, the better, to know who they really are, right? Because there are people who break up all the time, they change their true colors, they get bored, like their couples, they have to introduce toys, and there's a whole other thing. So they're just, yeah.
Okay, so right now you're in a marriage-minded moment. You want to meet a woman you can marry and have kids with.
That's correct, yeah.
Okay, so you prefer to go younger, and his explanation is the younger she is, the more time they can court and date and make sure it's the right fit, opposed to women who are 36 or your age, because, as you get older, it is more challenging to have kids. They're ready right now, and you want someone that's not so ready. You want to take your time to make sure it's right.
Yeah, and also there's the, like, I don't know, less risks as well, right? I forget what they call that, the geriatric pregnancy risk or whatever stuff. Yeah.
Absolutely. And absolutely, that's an actual fact. Only thing that's lost in that conversation at times is men act like all men can create babies. There's some men that have weak sperms that can't create children. So that's another, like, sometimes the woman's not pregnant, not because of her, it could be because of the guy. And for some reason, that part is always left out of this baby making conversation. But to focus on you, I think we get it, and I understand.
Okay,
so I think that answered her question. Hold on. I'll read this one after. All right. Why would a woman be lucky to be with you?
I think I answered that one, right?
Oh, you did? We did that? We did that?
Yeah.
The questions? All right. Okay,
yeah.
So, all right, Elton, listen, I like you. I think, let me tell you what I like about you. You want to be a husband. You're looking for a woman to start your family with. Like, you're going in with that mindset. And I think this is what a lot of women say they want. They want a man that they can partner with to start life with. So I like that you're starting with that foundation. To me, that's a good quality. You don't have any children. You've never been married. So I'm assuming you want to marry the woman you have kids with.
That's correct. And from what you're saying, I know what I want, and I'm not looking to play games. So there's that, right? Like, so yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's how, like, you talk with your chest, Elton.
Yeah.
You know what you want, and you're not trying to play games. Oh, Sam got something to say. A higher earning man wants a younger woman, like saying water is wet. So Sam is saying the more money a man makes, the younger the woman he prefers. There could be some truth to that. All right, let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you said you were setting up your profile, correct?
That's correct, yeah.
All right, so what's your name on the app?
I think it's I think I used my name, just my name, first name. Let me check 1 second.
Oh, I think, is this you right here?
You're showing it? Yep, that's me. Yep. You found it.
Okay, so he comes right up. Just put it out Okay, comes right up. Now you want women of your ethnicity, correct? Would you date a black woman?
No. Yeah, I would prefer of like my ethnicity or yeah, just
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
or similar like Latina, something sort of like that. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right, Elton, here it is. So for the ladies that he prefers, shoot your shots. You can send a message right there, or you can scroll up, push the heart or the star, or even send them a gift. I'm gonna show you how to shoot your shot. You click on it. It's the way that you can DM before you match with a person. And I'm gonna say, hey, Elton. All right, I just sent you a message. You
Okay,
get
I'll
it?
check that out.
Hey, Elton. Hey, we see you. Elton, you the man. Remember, say it with your chest. I sent you a voice message too. Oh, it says you're offline right now. All right, for the women of this ethnicity preference. And what was the age range again, Elton? Are we frozen?
The age, sorry, I was going back to the app, so that's why I probably froze for a sec. But
Okay.
yeah, so the age range, I've gotten like a lot of hate for my age range, so.
No, it's your life. What is the age range? You don't listen. After you leave us, you have to deal with you. You have to wake up, go to bed, and you have to live your life. You're not gonna live for people's opinions who you will never meet in this lifetime. They don't get to direct. This is not your life. Is not a presidential election. Nobody gets to vote.
For
You
sure.
decide.
Yeah.
Yes. So what was
I
your
will
age?
say a quick explanation before I give it because because I've gotten hate in the past for it. It's just that I don't like to like narrow the pool of people because there's so many other like religion isn't a deal breaker for me either, by the way. But age, I like to just keep it open, and so I would prefer some. I have used to say like 21 plus, but now I had met somebody who's 20. Anyway, so basically 20 to like I don't know,
Oh,
like
you can't do
30.
20 because I don't even let anybody 20 come on the show.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you would go all the way
yeah,
down
that's
to
fair.
21?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
Oh, now I see why you get hate.
yeah. So it's just like I just believe like if that connection is really that strong, like it's not saying that I specifically would go for them, but I'm just wouldn't necessarily cut them out of the pool. Like I have met plenty of people who are like 27 and we vibe well, but just not enough that it worked out, right? So who knows what else is out there, and maybe some
So
person who
Elton,
doesn't have
you want
yeah.
to be the sole provider?
The sole provider, I could potentially be open to that. So
Only
depending
because
on
I
the
think
circumstances, yeah.
just giving it to you straight, the more gorgeous the girl is that you require, she's gonna have a lot of options from other men. So usually, this is what I've learned from hosting the show. If a woman is willing to date that much older, because I've had women on the show that were 22 and was like, I want a man that's 40. But in their mind, it's because I want a man that I'm gonna be a housewife, I'm gonna be at home, I'm gonna be paying, I'm gonna have the kids, and he's doing all the work. So if you can afford that 22-year-old gorgeous woman that you say you want, so be it. But she ain't. She gone. She gone. The girl you talking about, you're gonna have to have a coin. I don't know. I didn't do the math on your salary.
Yeah, for sure. I'm don't have any objections to that. It is from my recent dates from last year, I will say that it is kind of nice when when it comes to paying for dinner. Like I went on many dates, and the girl who offered to pay at least like showed like her character that she's willing to work together, and I think that does count for something. If they're you know like let's say I lose my job, right, or something, and like if the girl does have like some maybe not the most money, but like some sort of you know thing keeping her busy wouldn't hurt. But otherwise, I could also be open to what you're saying as well about potentially being the sole provider. It could be possible. It's
Well,
also a matter of what is
the girl that offered to pay. How low was she?
how old was she? She was late 20s, basically. Yeah.
Okay, so she had a job, so that's why she was able to pay.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
get a girl, a 20-year-old might not. I mean, unless she's a internet star. I don't know what high-paying job a girl can have out of 20. She's either still in college or about to get out of college. So I mean,
Yeah,
it's things to
exactly.
think about.
That's yeah, the generational difference for sure. Like if somebody's they have student loans and all that, then it's pretty understandable that they're not going to be paying like half their rent or something. I'm pretty stable. I may or may not own some property and stuff. So like it's yeah. So
Okay. Well, Elton, we gotta go. We gotta go. I'm gonna serve the ladies again. Your name. Here he is, Elton. It's Elton. Elton Ron. But you put an Elton, he'll come right up. Put an Elton. I think it's like Elton Ronton. Oh, it's El Toronto. No, but it's a 0. Okay, just put an Elton because you're gonna get confused. Your username is like El Toron, but then
yeah, I don't think that my name's that popular, so it should hopefully show up unless like we get some
just put an Elton,
other
he'll
Elton.
come up. He'll put an Elton. He said no black women, but some black women still might hit you up.
For sure, yeah. Shoot your shot.
They might try to convince you otherwise. All right, listen. Keep me posted how it goes, okay?
Sounds good, Kendra. I love the chat and some good advice there. All right, take care.
All right, bye,
All right,
Elton.
bye.
Bye. Okay. All right. Before I get to the next person, Yogi, you're gonna be next. CJ, you'll be after Yogi. But Yogi, you're gonna be next. I wanted to read. What's this one chat I wanted to read? Kendra, please tell these non-nominated people, which who said this? What's the name? Taja Ava. Please tell these non-nominated people this is a predominantly black dating show, and he sounds like he's not even interested in black women. Yes, he's not interested in black women, but it's okay. Black ladies, it's okay. It's okay. This show is predominantly black, but it is open to all races. And it is the goal to expand, so we're just not the only ones at the cookouts. And it's okay. We have people who are not black that watch our show. Tasia, I think it's Tasia. And it's okay if he doesn't want you. It's okay. Don't be offended. Please don't be offended. It's okay. We have to, I want to be an equal opportunity for all people, for all dating, whether you're LGBTQ community, whether you want somebody Indian, whether you want somebody white. We have to be friendly, Tasia. Now, we already know. We might have to sit you down at the family reunion, Tasia. Shoot. I did want to say this, and I saw this comment before I go to the next person. Yogi, you're next. Someone said, Kendra's so nice to non-black people. Kendra matches energy. How come y'all don't ever talk about no one hates on Kendra more than black people? Black men at that. No one. If I truly would have the right to say, fuck you niggas if I wanted to. Because black men be trying so hard, but I know that these are internet weak black men. Because first of all, my daddy's black and ain't no man on this earth better than my daddy. So I would never say anything negative because in my real life, I have sensational black men that make me proud to be of this hue, to be of this race. But on the internet, it's black people that really try to attack me more than anything. But y'all always leave that part of the conversation out. Elton was nice. He was friendly. He was easy. And I don't know if that was his race thing, but I just kind of matched energy. But whenever someone is not black, I see a lot of those comments, but y'all never take in consideration what the energy is being exchanged. At the top of the show, a black man came on the show to try to argue with me. Literally, a black man at the top of the show came on trying to argue. Who does that? What black man want to argue with women on the internet? I don't know you. Now that's feminine. If y'all like to call women masculine, I think it's feminine of black men to be on the internet trying to argue with women. You should be getting your money up. You should be working on a hustle instead of arguing with a woman. Where the hell they do that at? I don't know black men like that in my real life. They ain't arguing on the internet with women. That's crazy. Let's continue with our show. We have some more paid questions then. Sam said, Kendra's a daddy's girl. I definitely am a daddy's girl. And I've been blessed with the best. I have one of the best. I think about it all the time. Like, I don't know how I got so lucky with my father because he is the best.com. I had great parents. Abraham, Kendra, I'm black as the ace of spade and I love you. The simp comments at me don't even bother me. Keep doing your thing. Thank you, Abraham. I appreciate your support. I do. Someone said, me and my cousins are offended. He should have went on the Gandhi dating show. What in the world? Black ladies. Okay, black ladies, please. Y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop. Y'all cannot be mad if somebody don't want you. You probably don't want him either. So stop it. This one said, Kendra girl, I'm not offended. I'm with the white man. I was just saying this vibe was weird when answering the question. Taja, you have a white man and you are up here judging him for not wanting to date a black woman? Are you kidding me? So the girl who paid earlier said he called into a predominantly black dating show has a white man. Girl, get the hell up out this comment section. Let me continue my show. You ready, Yogi child? They gonna run my blood pressure tonight. Hey, let me see these. Let me see this eye shadow makeup, girl. Let me see the shadow matching the blouse. You better do it.
Of course it does. What?
You better do it.
Thank you.
Ooh, wait. Did you do your own makeup?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Is your name Yogi?
My real name is Joanna.
What you want me to call you?
Yogi.
Yogi. Okay. Yogi, where you calling us from?
I am in Crandall, Texas, which is about 20, 30 miles outside of Dallas.
You're in what, Texas?
Crandall.
Crandall, Texas. I don't think I've ever heard of that. Crandall, Texas. How old are you?
I'm 52.
Okay, 52 with the matching lashes to the blouse. Yogi, you have any kids?
I have 3 grown children.
Three
all gone.
Okay, how old are your grown children?
35, 30, and 29.
Okay, 35, 30, 29. And what do you do for a living?
I'm a respiratory therapist.
Okay, respiratory therapist. And what's your zodiac sign?
Sagittarius.
Sagittarius. And are your kids by the same man?
No.
How many men?
3.
3. He ever been married?
Twice.
Twice. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
When did you get divorced last?
2017.
2017. All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube page and like this video. Subscribe to the YouTube page and like the live video. And let's do it. We got Yogi, Texas, 52, Sagittarius, mom to 3 grown children by 3 men, was married twice. She works as a respiratory therapist.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's do it. And she got the shadow. Oh, they said my shadow matches. No, I don't think that's a match. I don't know. But your
It's
her
pretty,
shadow
though.
matches. It does? I get my makeup done, so I don't be knowing, child, what it be looking like. I be saying down right out there. Thank you. What kind of man you looking for, Yogi?
Can we just start with trustworthy and not a liar, not a cheater? I'm looking for someone who's hardworking, who is kind, who is willing to, compromise and be a good protector and provider. Now, I make good money, so I'm not looking for anybody to take care of me. My grandparents and my dad raised me to be independent, but I'm looking for someone who I can talk to, who's intelligent, who, I can vibe with, and we can sit at the house and watch movies, or we can step out. I'm not opposed to someone who likes to go, but I am kind of a homebody, and I think it's just because of my work schedule. I'm usually asleep. But I just want a cool dude, somebody that's gonna love me for me.
Okay. What are your deal breakers?
Ooh, child. Liars, cheaters, lazy dudes, these overly masculine dudes. I'm okay with masculine, but please don't be a caveman. You don't have to be a caveman. Like arrogant, I don't do deadbeat dads. That's not cool. An absolute deal breaker for me is no dudes with kids that are still at home. I can't. I'm not raising any more children. I'm done with that.
So if he has like an 18-year-old, no.
That might be an exception, but I mean small children.
Okay.
Small children.
Got you. Should he look a certain way?
I am so in love with the beard gang right now. That is like my thing. But I don't have necessarily a preference. I want him to be handsome. He's got to be visually appealing.
Okay.
Um, I don't want somebody that's, sloppy looking. Because I don't go around looking sloppy. I'm waiting on a retwist. That's the only reason why this is not right, but it's okay. Um, I like chocolate guys. Um, and I think he should be taller than me because I'm short. I don't want anybody that's looking me in my face.
Okay. Nobody's looking at you in your face. Okay. Should he make a certain amount of money?
Can he please just have a decent job? I'm not requiring anybody to make a certain amount of money. That's so stupid to me. In my previous marriage, the guy never made more than I did. And I was okay with that. I'm ride or die with who I'm with. It's a partnership. It's something that we're working towards together. So I'm not saying I want a minimum wage dude, but can you at least have a decent job where you make, a decent amount of money? And I'm not saying, oh, he gotta have six figures. Oh, he gotta have 500K. No, come on, man. That's unrealistic.
Okay, okay. Let's do the Kendra Cam. You talking to guys talk. Oh, okay. We see you got, how old are you? 52?
52.
You got you thick in all the right places.
I am. Some would say I filled out real good. That's okay.
Okay. So, when was your last relationship?
2.5 years ago.
Okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
About 2.5 years ago.
Okay. Are you waiting for a relationship?
Absolutely.
Okay. 3 flaws you have to work on.
I am a perfectionist. That is, that can be a curse or a gift. Um, I am an emotional person, but I don't do things out of my emotions. I can be watching TV and just boohoo. That's just me. And I don't know, that's just innately me. And it's probably something I'll never fix, but it gets on my nerves sometimes. And I think the other thing I need to work on is um, being a little more adventurous with some things.
Okay. Being more adventurous. And why
hmm
would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Because I'm a sweet person, I'm compassionate, I'm a nurturer, I'm intelligent, um, I am, um, I would say classy. I'm not one of those chicks that's out there showing all their business and, I don't hang out, I don't club and do all of those things. I'm wholesome. I was raised right.
Okay, she was raised right. So we got Yogi, Texas. What's the age range you want to date?
50 to 60.
Okay, should he be in Texas?
He better be. I'm not moving.
You better be. All right, so let's run it down. We got Yogi, 52, Texas, Sagittarius, mine of 3 grown children, by 3 men, was married twice, is a respiratory therapist. Don't be a liar, have your own. She's not worried about your money. But be able to take care of yourself. She's a Sagittarius. I think I said that a couple times. Are you on the Kendra G Singles dating app?
Yes.
Okay, what's your name? I knew you was prepared, Yogi. You look prepared. Anybody that got eyeshadow that matches their shirt gonna be prepared. Cause I always been like, how you been so prepared on your coordination of your makeup? I knew you was gonna be on the app shop. So is it Yogi?
It's Yogi 72.
Yogi 72?
Mm-hmm.
Yogi. Oh, and she come right up. Okay, Yogi. And you like, wait, that's your eyeshadow, child. That's your color.
Yes, ma'am. Thank
Cause
you.
I said that's the same one in the picture. Yogi, put in Yogi and she'll come right up. Yogie. All right,
Mm-hmm.
fellas, if you're in the Florida area, you want a sophisticated woman who don't be outside in these streets. Here's the deal. You can shoot your shot. That means you can send a message before you match with them. Scroll down, push the heart or the star, or you can send a gift. I'm gonna show you how to shoot your shot. So I'm sending the message. Here we go. You click on it. Hey, Yogi. Ooh. So I just sent you a message.
I just got it.
Okay, see how fast it works, people? It works that fast. There she goes, Yogi, on the Kendra G Singles dating app. Put in her username, Yogi72 or Yogi. It will come right up. All right, girlfriend, I'm wishing you the best, boo.
Thank you. I love you.
I love you back, girl. Bye, baby.
Bye.
Bye. All right, let's keep going. CJ, show me the wall. Wait, what is going on over there? Hold on a second. What's happening over here? What's happening over here? Josh, why are you hiding from the camera? What's going on over here? I'm looking at y'all in my back room. Why is he hiding? Is this somebody's man? Are you with somebody's man you trying to put out there? Are you trying to blast somebody out on the internet that, so my assumption is this is somebody's man and they probably not with they girl because you hiding. So you decide, I don't know who it is. And you're doing a good job. Don't remove that blanket because whoever you really belong to gonna see you on these internet streets. Woo, child. Y'all don't see what I see in the back room. Child. All right, CJ, show me the wall. Show me the wall, CJ. Ooh, child, it be drama, child. Hello?
Hey, Kendra, how you
CJ?
doing? Can you hear me?
Yes. Are you looking for love, sir?
I am, yes. How you doing, Kendra?
I'm doing good. Where are you calling us from?
I'm calling from Chicago, and I just want to say love them or leave them has not been the same since she left. Shout out to Zach and Leon. They do a great job, but I used to call in all the time and mess with y'all doing that segment. So it's good to see you again.
Wow, it'll be 2 years when I quit. I quit in 2023. So it'll be 2 years when I quit my morning show gig at WGCI. And they still have 2 years and they still have not replaced me on that show, which is crazy.
No.
But those are my brothers. Zach guest co-hosts my show at times. Leon and I will be brothers and sisters until the end of time. I've known them for so long. So shout out to WGCI. Shout out to my people there. All right, so you in Chicago. How old are you, CJ?
I'm 34. I'll be 35 in June.
Okay. So are you a Gemini?
Gemini, yeah.
I've been getting Gemini and Tauruses. That's what I've been getting. CJ, what's your profession? What you do for a living?
So I have an MBA in Business Management Administration. Right now, I'm currently the reservation and events sales manager for a very popular restaurant, in Chicago. So yeah, that's what I do.
So the title was a reservation events manager. What is it again? What's the title?
Reservation event sales manager.
Okay, reservation event sales manager for a restaurant in Chicago.
Right.
All right. So we got CJ Chicago, 34 Gemini. He's a reservation event sales manager. Do you have any kids?
I don't.
No kids. Have you ever been married?
Never married.
Never married. All right. I think we got it all. CJ Chicago, 34 Gemini, reservation event sales manager. No kids, never married. What kind of woman are you looking for, CJ?
All right, so I took some notes here. I wanted to make sure I was prepared. So number one is a woman of God, preferably Jesus Christ, right? So I'm looking for a woman that understands who the higher power is, understands that nothing is possible without him. So a woman of God, number one. And then number two, I put a woman I can be myself around, right? A lot of relationships, in just my opinion, a lot of relationships are phony, right? You have these, great social media relationships, but then behind closed doors, it's something different. So I'm looking for a woman I can be myself around. She can be herself around me. A friend before anything, right? So that's number 3. So before sex, before marriage, before any of that, I got to be friends with you, right? I want to go through the motions of taking you out, getting to know you, introducing me to your mom and dad and that whole situation, like, the old school way. And so that's what kind of woman I'm looking for. Those 3 things right there.
Okay, CJ, I like that you thought about this. What are your deal breakers?
Deal breakers are, unfortunately, women with kids. Another deal breaker for me would be a woman that smokes cigarettes. And a woman, I don't know why, but it's just a turn off for me. A woman that can't walk in heels, right? I see that a lot, especially in the restaurant business. You have women that wear these heels, and their feet hurt. They can't. That's just so unattractive to me. So if you can't walk in heels, I probably won't be the guy for you, because it's just an initial turn off.
Okay, so you gotta be able to walk in heels, ladies. Okay, should she look a certain way?
Preferably a thicker woman, right? I'm a a heavy guy, and so I would prefer a woman that, that's a little thicker, but also, goes to the gym, maybe work out a couple of days a week, something like that. Petite women are okay, but just a preference, I do prefer a thicker woman.
A thicker woman. Okay, fair enough. All right. Should she make a certain amount of money?
Nah, she don't have to make a certain amount of money. As a guy, I was always taught that, the guy is supposed to be the provider, right? But at the end of the day, I do want her to be, comfortable to the point where, God forbid, if something was to happen to me, would she be able to get us through, a rough spot, So not a particular amount, but definitely someone who has a job, who has a career, who's stable, that can take care of her own.
Okay. All right, let's do the Kendra Cam, CJ.
All right, Kendra Cam. So I'm 6'3", so I'm not for sure how this is gonna work. I know you got to see the legs, so I'm thinking maybe just let me see if I can just kind of stand up on the chair here real quick.
Woo! Okay. All
I
right,
know that's
CJ.
kind of.
All right.
Can you
Well,
see me?
you definitely meet the height requirement. Ladies love men 6 feet and older.
Yeah.
Over. Yeah. Okay. So we got CJ Chicago, 34 Gemini. Do you want kids?
I do. Yeah, definitely. And so that's definitely important. Like I said, I'm 34. I'll be 35 in June. So that's definitely something that I think about quite often. It's like, time is ticking and time waits on no man. So I definitely, want to meet someone who can potentially bear my children, So yeah, definitely do want kids. At least 3.
Oh, he wants 3. So what's the age range you want to date?
I'm gonna say 28 to 38.
Oh, you wrote thought about that too. Should she be in Chicago?
No, she can be anywhere. I travel a lot for work, so I'm in Texas a lot. Also Atlanta and DC as well, and Charlotte, right? So yeah, I travel. So she can be kind of spaced out. I'm not really into long distance relationships. I actually never really had one, so I can't say I'm not into it because I never had one. But I just don't see me doing a long distance relationship. But you never know. I might meet the right woman, and if it all works out, I prefer for her to be close by, driving distance. But if she's on an airplane, I definitely do fly somebody out that I'm interested in. Not off no 1 or 2 conversations. I gotta really be feeling you, and then we'll talk about that.
Woo! Get flued out. But listen, if she's not from Chicago, she's not gonna understand. Sit your goofy ass down.
Oh God.
Like people say where I get goofy from, I got it from Chicago. All Chicago people know when I say goofy. And goofy is like the most disrespectful thing. If you call you a goofy in Chicago, child, that's worse than calling you a B.
Definitely.
You don't want to be called a goofy.
Definitely.
But they be goofy. They be goofy in the world, CJ. I'm happy I got a person from Chicago knows where I got that word from. Okay, back to you. All right, why would a woman be likely to be with you? No, I didn't ask you that question. No, 3 flaws you have to work on.
3 flaws. Okay, yeah. So I wrote those down. I put, Number one is impatient. I feel like I'm always trying to move faster than life, right? I'm always thinking ahead. You know, I'm thinking 30 days, 60 days ahead. Not only with work, but also just in my personal life. I'm always trying to figure out how to get to the next level, right? And so I move at a real fast pace. And so that's okay for me to do that, but then I can't, you know, always necessarily expect for the world and other people to move as fast as I do. So I can be a little impatient sometimes. My second one is too independent. And I know that's crazy. Like, how can you be too independent? Like, the goal is to be independent, right? But I just feel like I'm too independent in the sense where, you know, I don't have to ask anybody for anything. I don't need anything. I just find myself always in a situation where, you know, it's solo dolo, right? And so if it's ever a situation where, you know, I'm going out somewhere, right? And, you know, instead of, you know, going to like a club or something like that, I might just hit up like, you know, Buffalo Wild Wings or something, watch a game or something like that, right? Other people, they probably need a gang of people, you know, to go out just to watch a game, right? And so for me, I'm too independent in the sense of like it could just be me. Like, I don't need a crowd or anything like that. So I definitely want to maybe get out and socialize a little bit more. And then the third flaw would be an overthinker for sure. I'm definitely an overthinker. Like, I analyze things to the point where it just, I have myself believing that it's true, right? But, you know, that can be a good thing and a bad thing as well, but definitely an overthinker. So maybe, you know, somebody that come into my life can kind of help me relax and, you know, focus on the more important things instead of just, you know, kind of being all over the place sometimes.
Okay, well, listen, I like you, CJ.
Thank you.
I think you're a good guy. Like, you really thought about this. You know, you prepared. You know exactly what you want. So, do you want to get married?
So here's the thing with that.
So you want kids, but you don't want to marry the woman that's gonna have your kids?
Here's the thing. I do want to get married, probably just not the traditional way. I'm one of those guys that feel like you could be married just without the paperwork, right? Like, we can have the ceremony, I'll buy the ring, you invite, you know, whatever.
That
But
has nothing
let's
to do with marriage. The ceremony and the wedding day, the wedding dress, the wedding ring, those are the least significant moments of marriage. That's what
really.
people like to focus on, but who cares about that?
Yeah, I mean, like, I really
So,
don't
okay, let
even
me ask
want
you
to
this. Let me ask you this. So you want children, right?
say that again.
You want kids, right?
Right, correct.
So whose last name do the kids get when you have children with this woman?
Say that.
Whose last name do the children get when you get married to, well, not married, when you have a baby by this woman?
So I'm a junior, so I'm definitely trying to turn myself into a senior. So at least one of them get my name, my
So,
last name.
so everybody got the same last name besides the woman that gave birth to the child?
Nah, I mean, it really, like, to me, it really don't matter who has the last name. To be honest, at least one of my sons, I feel like one of my sons should have my last name, and then maybe we can compromise on the other two.
This is such a black thing right here. One kid get your last name, the other kid get my mama last name. Black people, child.
And then, you know, we name the baby so they sound like my name and sound like her name too.
We're gonna take your last name and make it her first name, like Beyonce. No, that's what they did. Black people, what? Okay, I get the son, you get the daughter, and now we compromise. I will say this. This is what I will say. This is what I will say. This is what I will say. And though, and listen, again, marriage is not for everybody. I do really think when you're thinking about seriously having children with a person, then you should be married. That's what I think. That's when I think you should focus on marriage. But not to bring up Awesome, but we talked about this yesterday, and Awesome was saying how other races, you know, he was saying bastard kids and and other races don't do that. And the point I was making to Awesome is, well, other races look for women to marry and have kids with. The man right before you, who was of a different ethnicity, was on that same, he wants to marry a woman of his ethnicity to have children with, but he wants to get married so they can all have the same last name. So again, it's our community is our community. It is what it is. But we have gotten so comfortable of doing things a certain way we have to all acknowledge the role that we play in it.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say kind of to piggyback on the question marriage. You know, I feel like that's thinking way ahead. Like let's say if I meet someone, at least I would say 2 to 3 years like before any type of marriage happens, right? Because you really got to
Would you
get to
have a
know the
baby
person
before
first,
you
right?
get married?
You know what? I'm good with either having a baby before marriage, or I'm also good with waiting as well. I don't like
Okay.
I like if she has a belief to where she's not gonna have children until she's married, and that's someone that I'm really interested in, and I actually see her as my potential wife, then I don't have a problem with that. But if we just dating and things happen or whatever like that, like yeah, but nah, it really depends on the type of woman that I'm dealing with.
Okay. We got a guy that wants to say something. Uh, Jasmine said he goofy as hell for that. Sorry.
For what?
Baby J.
What? For which one?
Sorry probably about the last names, but I will, not to defend you, but that's not uncommon in the Black community. It really isn't. I'm well aware
It's
of
not.
people that have 2 children together that didn't get married, and then the son got the father's last name, and the daughter got the mother's last name. But that's why I said that's some Black shit, because
Yeah.
like only Black people be remixing stuff like that, child. Sam said, ladies, never get fooled into these non-legal marriages. He said, they said, don't do it. This is what I say. I think it's a fair request for a woman to say, I only want to have children if we get married. I think that's a fair, like when it comes to the having someone's child, I think that's fair to say as a woman, like I can only have my husband's baby. But I do understand marriage is not for everybody. So I don't think everybody walking this planet should get married, because sometimes marriage just isn't for people, and that's real too. All right, CJ, enough of that. Are you on the Kendra G Singles dating app?
I'm not.
CJ,
And I
first,
thought,
you really a goofy ass. Now, I'm going to cut your goofy ass out because you actually know me. You know my professor from Chicago. You came on talking
but
about GCI. You done wrote down all your damn questions in a notepad. You done did everything but set up your profile on the app with your goofy ass. Now that's some
yeah,
goof.
man.
You had
And
me talking to you for 25 minutes and you not even prepared.
not even prepared. And I was like, I'm praying that Kendra look out and make one exception and let me give my
No,
Instagram.
I'm not making no one exception. You should be a supporter. Listen, I invested my own money in this app, and and one day when we're on a level of different people, y'all gonna sit back and say, why didn't we support this girl who did nothing but slave out on these internet streets? Help me find me as somebody.
Okay.
And CJ,
Okay,
I'm
I'll tell
very
you what, Kendra.
offended that you would not want to support a Black woman in her own dating app. And you sat up here with your goofy ass and had a whole 25-minute conversation with me talking about something. You want a junior and the daughter get the other person's last name with a half marriage. You ain't really going. Ladies, he ain't a good catch. I changed my mind.
Look, I'm about to download
Well, you
the
should
app
have
right
about to
now.
did it when you was writing down the notes. All right, set up your profile. We got to go, CJ, with your goofy ass. Listen, you gotta have a date. You gotta have a dating app. It only makes sense for you to have it because that's the only information you can share. And if you're not willing to download the dating app, it really shows you do not have respect for me. You want to just come on my platform, talk to us all around the world, and you just think that you're entitled. I don't even understand it. I don't even understand. It doesn't make sense to me at all. You guys would be on the internet and you would support everybody else's app, everybody else's everything, and then I'm up here trying to find you the love of your life, and then all of a sudden you got every excuse in the whole world why you should not have the dating app. And to me, it's kind of whack. It's kind of whack. So, and pretty soon, we're about to start doing our next speed dating events. You're going to have to be on the app because we're going to select the people from the app. We're doing a lot of work. I invest a lot of money. And y'all don't even want to download the app with your goofy ass and then want to talk to me? I already told you, ain't no more free Kendra conversations, $5,000. So either you download the app or it costs 5K to do your interview. You decide, because that's what it is. Okay? Kamari, you're next. K Tora, you're next. K John, you will be after. Oh, we got a lot of people in queue today. Y'all want a long show. Okay, Kamari, show the wall. So there you have it. It's 5K to have a conversation or you download the dating app. So you decide which one you want to do. I ain't playing with y'all no more. Wait, did you go away? Are you ready? Marley. Okay, here we go. You've been waiting very patiently.
Yeah, what's up? How you doing, Kenja?
Okay, where you calling me from, sir?
I'm calling you from New York.
Okay, New York. And how do you pronounce your name?
It's Kamari.
I'm saying it right?
Kamari.
Marley. Marley, how old are you?
I'm 36.
Have you been here before?
Yeah.
I'm about to say you look familiar. Now, what? Your face looks familiar. Was there like a grandma? Did you live with somebody? Oh my God, when was this?
I think it's last year, February.
Why do I remember that? Because somebody came out of the house, or you was talking about a sexual act.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, okay, I want to find your video because I want to splice it in. I don't know why I remember that. You were talking about a sexual act, and do you still live with your grandmother?
Yeah, I'm still staying with her. Yeah.
Okay, okay, it was February of last year?
Yeah.
Was it
Somewhere
on
there.
YouTube? Huh?
Yeah, so it was around February, January, somewhere there.
But of last year?
Yeah.
Did I make you a highlight?
Yeah, definitely.
What was your video title name? I don't remember. Do you remember?
I think it was no freaky thing in the bedroom.
No. Oh, okay. It's coming up. Okay, let me see if I can find it because I'm gonna wanna add. I don't know why. That's so crazy because I don't remember everybody. But you have one of those faces where no freaky. Let me see if I can find it. Okay. Okay, that didn't come up. Let me see. Oh wow. I found you. Okay, okay. All right, I found you. So let me see. This is you, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I gotta rewatch it, but I'll rewatch it and I'll add it. All right, so okay. I don't even remember everybody, but for some reason, because you in the same kitchen. That's why. You
Yeah.
ain't upgrade your life in a year. You still live with your grandmother.
No, I told you, like, listen, I'm just here to make sure my grandma is good. Like, it's just me want to stay because she's 98. She's 98.
Oh, okay.
She needs someone around because even if I move out, I have to be coming back and forth.
No, that makes sense. I get that. All right, let's take it from the top. You're 36. You have any kids?
No kids.
Well, do you have an update from last year?
Yeah, yeah. Mhm.
Okay, well, let's get to it. What's the update?
Okay, first, like, I told all these ladies, like, I don't want a lady to, like, be asking me to suck in the vagina and do all this crazy stuff. And I don't know if for some reason it's like they come in my inbox in me, like they're trying to get me to come to their way of life. Like they're just doing it, like behaving like they want a real guy like me. And when we do get like connecting, it always goes south. Like they are trying to say, "Oh, come on, we're compatible. You need to like please your girl." And I'm saying, listen, we met on Kenja show. I told you, why do you think I'm gonna like change for you? What why? So I don't know if when a guy don't do those stuff, they're excited. I don't know. So, but they want to get me to be the first guy to, or they to be the first girl I do something like that to her. I don't know. Well, I wasn't having it. Like I was so dark doing it. I was just not having it.
So I got a
And
couple questions.
I met it was a couple. It was a lot. But this one girl from Atlanta. So we were actually talking over the phone for a long time. Even now we are still friends, and man, it was crazy. Like I told her like if she want to, I could flew her to New York, right? She don't have to worry about anything. I would get her a place to stay, whatever she wants. She agreed, but then she said, no, why don't I come? So I said, listen, if I come to you, you would have to pay for everything, just as I was telling you, I'm gonna do all of that because I
No.
don't know, her. So I just
But
believe,
what? No. So you're saying you was gonna fly her to you, but
yeah.
if not, she has to fly you to her.
No, we were talking, right? I told her like, okay, since we've been talking for like 5 months, because we've been talking for 5 months, never meet each other. So I said, listen, I think I'm feeling you. I think I would fly you to New York and get you somewhere to stay, all of that. I would take all the expenses. Then she was like, man, why don't you come to me? So I said, okay, if I come to you, you are gonna return the favor because I was doing all the things, and I think it's just
No.
fair.
No.
I think it's fair
No.
because listen, if I'm gonna be with a female, right? I have to can be able to trust her and believe in her and believe like if I give her all my money, for example, say I'm working and I decide to oh she's my wife, whatever. I suppose I can trust her and believe in her. I know that she have my back. So I don't think it's a one-way street. I don't think it's just because like me is supposed to be like always because I'm the guy. I'm supposed to always doing it because I actually told her I would flew her here, and it was no problem. I would take all the expense, and I'm a
So
man
then,
of my word.
okay, so that wasn't the requirement. So fly yourself to meet her.
No, the thing is, she put me on a body pass, because she was a flight attendant, and I, I cursed her out like real. I crashed out like it's the first I was going on a body pass. I didn't even know that's how it worked. Like I would have to sit there in the airport the whole time waiting for someone to miss their. Man, it's just crazy. Like I was saying, like,
Kamari,
listen, I
Kamari,
don't do this.
can I have a real moment with you?
Yeah,
Can I have a real moment with you, baby?
I'm listening.
And I say this with all due respect, okay? Now, you live with your grandmother. I think it's honorable. You know, you're taking care of your grandmother. It's your choice to not want to please a woman in that area. That's fine too. But with all those things, you should know that ain't buying you no damn plane ticket. Ain't no woman flying no man who ain't pleasing her nowhere that live with that grandmama. She not buying no plane ticket for you.
But I'm gonna be real. Maybe. I'm just saying maybe because I'm a very cocky person. Like I'm very hype. I'm a very hype person. Like I go to. I actually told her like, listen, put your money where your mouth. Show me a bank account. Then we could talk. Cause I don't do
No,
yap yap.
the bank account.
Yeah,
Why?
because this old granny thing that you're talking about, I choose to live with my granny. I can always move. I used to live on my own in Massachusetts, so that's no problem. That's like somebody thinking small. I'm just here because my granny is 98, and I prefer to stay here to make sure that she's good. That's it.
Okay,
So
but listen,
that's no
right,
issue.
but here's the thing. I actually understand. I think it's honorable that you're taking care of your grandmother, but you still, it still would be looked at as you live with your grandmother, regardless of the reason behind it. But let's just say we get past that. Okay,
Right.
let's just say we can understand you're taking care of your grandmother, and that's what it is. To then still request, I have to buy your plane ticket for you to meet me, Negro, please.
No, you're not listening. You're not listening. What was the argument? I wanted to listen very
No, I
clearly,
heard the
right?
argument. Okay, correct. If I'm wrong, then you can correct me. The argument was you was willing to fly her,
Right.
but she
All
wanted you to,
expensive.
okay,
All
all
expense.
expenses,
Right.
but she wanted you to go to her. So
Right.
then you wanted her to pay for you to go to her, correct?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's some bullshit. I understood it when you said it. That's some bullshit.
So why
You
is
a
it? Why is
man,
it?
because let me tell you why. If you was
Mhm,
willing to pay for her to come to get
mhm,
you, why
mhm.
can't you pay for yourself? It's still the same. It's still
Bec-
money. It's the same amount of money you
because the
would have
thing
spent
is,
to fly her to you.
right? But the thing is, I'm the one that's going to her place. I'm the stranger now.
Who
She's supposed to be
are you,
accommodate.
man?
Yeah, but
God,
she is the one supposed
God,
to
we need to do
accommodating me.
that. I
She's
don't
supposed
know
to
you. What,
accommodating me.
Kamali? Kamali, the fact that you are trying to argue down and make sense that a woman should have bought you a flight to come see her is some raggedy ass, crazy ass shit. That's I don't know. You new men.
Well,
I do not understand it. I'm trying to understand it. You live with your grandmother, okay, we're gonna get past that, but that's one thing. Now you talk about something, you already say you're not gonna please her in that way, and some women might not like it, but whatever. But that's one thing too. And now she got to buy you a ticket. Boy, who's doing this? No wonder you single still, right?
nah.
You
Well,
got a
yeah.
girl?
No, I'm just playing around. I don't have a girl.
Okay, well, you gonna have to change some things up if you want to have a girl at some point in time. I mean, and I don't want to. Can I get some men to back me up, because people be thinking that I go hard on men, but I need a man to confirm what I'm saying. This does not make sense that you're trying to require her to back your plane ticket to go see her. I need a man in the super chat
So
or I'll
I'm
call
going.
it on the phone.
So I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna ask Kenji. I really have to ask you, right? So you're telling me like, if it's a one-way street, like it's always the guy have to spend. That what you're
It's
saying?
not. No. I'm not saying that. I believe men should court. But furthermore, here's the deal.
Mm.
When I do understand when you're long distance, that could be challenging. So I do feel like the man should go to the woman, because then you don't got to pay for her to come to you, right? If you don't want to buy her plane ticket, it could get a little shaky. But shout out to Evans, the first couple to ever get married on my show. He was so serious about his wife. They met from the show. They met in Atlanta. He drove from Florida to Atlanta. That's how serious he was about this woman who he's married to 4 years in, and now they're on their second baby. Like, I do believe in the beginning stages, if you really want a woman, a man should court. And the bottom line is this: you were gonna spend money because you was gonna fly her to you. So you don't gotta spend that money. So you still have that money that you would have spent on her. Just spend it on yourself now to go meet her. And the fact that you're telling her she got to buy your ticket, we would have never talked again.
Okay, I'm just gonna let's go to the chase
I would have
because
never talked to you again in life. Well,
that's
I
what
would
I'm
have talked to you
saying.
from the beginning, but that's a whole nother
That's
conversation. But go ahead.
that's what I'm saying because we end up met though. She put me on the body pass. We went, so I end up flow to Atlanta. She picked me up at the airport. She came to a restaurant. Man, she ordered some stuff. I ordered some stuff. Then when the bill comes, she hand me the bill, and I'm like, we talk about this. What's going on? We already talk about this. Like, if you can't buy a restaurant, why would you even dating? If you can't afford what I can't afford, it just don't make
You wanted
sense.
her to pay?
That was the agreement. So I'm not gonna go back on my agreement. That was the agreement.
I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What? You live with your grandmother. You're not doing something that a lot of women like. She had to get you the buddy pass for you to meet her in person. And she got to pay for the lunch that. Get your ass off my show. I don't know if I've ever done that, to be quite honest, but I couldn't do it no more. No, I'm sorry. We will not. That's infectious. No, we can't do that. We can't. What is going on with these men in 2025? You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. Like, are you serious? You know. Do you have anything that you can say that can redeem yourself? Kamari, you're back on.
Okay.
Hello?
Okay. Sorry about that, but
So now, Kamari, I know you're not taking you live with your grandmother. It's
no,
honorable, but that's where you need to live.
but more in the old conversation with the old situation. But the meat of the matter is like we did have a good time. As I said before, she just moved to from a house to another home. I have to help her like all the things in the house, pack up all her things. So it's not just Like I didn't get a good experience with her. She was cool. As I said before, we are friends. She get to realize I'm a nice guy, you know. I send money to her and all of that because it becomes friend. But that's what I'm trying to explain to you. But you're not getting that point. Like I'm not just gonna run. I'm not crazy about female. I don't run. I don't run down. I don't run after females or women. I just want to see that that person is dedicated and understanding and caring and sharing, and that's just me. So you're not gonna get it. You understand? So we did have a band now, and it's just that like she was saying she was saying that I'm a baddie because when I was coming back to New York, she was asking me to take out the rubbish, and I was like, no, I'm in my clothes. I'm not gonna get messed up because I'm going on a plane right now, and she was saying I'm a baddie. So that's the reason why she said it best we just be friends, and we're cool. So
I got some. I can don't always say. Okay.
but we could.
Wait, hold on, because I was asking. They said, drizzle, drizzle, you're on an island with this one, Kendra. Drizzle, drizzle. Wait, there's the one I was looking for. My husband said, okay, so we got some married people watching. My husband said, who's raising you? Before my wife was my wife, I drove 2 hours every week to see you because I didn't want you on the road. Yeah, like I don't. I'm I'm so serious where this it blows my mind that men listen, I'm not when you get into a relationship, you get into a relationship. Now, yes, there are gonna be times when a woman should offer, maybe even on the first date, she could offer for the tip so you could
That's
show
what I'm saying.
like you could show that you are a person who's willing to contribute.
Yeah.
But the expectation that she has to get your plane ticket and pay for the first dinner, that's some crazy
No,
shit.
no. The plane ticket wasn't. I could pay for my ticket. It wasn't the
No,
ticket.
but no, don't backtrack because you said it was a requirement for her to fly you to her since now you had to go to her. That's what you said.
Yeah, but I need to correct myself because really and truly, that's the reason why I was pissed. I was cursing out because I didn't want to take any body pass. I didn't know. So me and I even in an argument because of the body pass because I could afford my ticket with ease. It
Well, you
wasn't
should
no
just
problem.
watch her ticket. You said
Right.
that it was her, but you can't. According to the story that you told us,
Yeah.
if she would have came to you, you would have paid for it. But if you have
Yeah.
to go to her, she had to pay for it. And to
No.
me,
Yeah.
I still think that's whack. We're not going to spend a lot of time saying the same thing over and over again. Kendra, my husband agrees with you. He said that's some bum shit. He said he's fronting and he was never going to buy her ticket. He's broke.
Man, I wish I could put that girl up here. I wish I was in Atlanta because she would tell her, "Oh, this guy's a real guy." I'm telling you, he's no broke.
So
But we
what's
could.
what's the current status? What's going on, baby? What's the current status?
Well, we could do this Kendra show again. I don't know.
So you still looking for love?
Yeah, even though I think most of the women here is not for real, like they're just playing around. But let's go, see what's going on.
It's okay. You want to do it?
Yeah,
You sure?
it doesn't matter. I'm already here. I'm already here. Why not?
Oh, I know. Okay. Let's.
And I think she's watching. I hope she's watching because I told her that I'm going on live.
Girl, if you watching, don't you ever talk to this Negro again. I don't know who you are, but girl,
She's
you can
got.
find something better.
She,
Girl, you can find something better. I don't care if you got to go buy a doll and pretend and have an imaginary man. Girl, you can have an imaginary man in a rose before you. Don't you ever buy him, put him on no more place. Girl, if you watch it.
she's gonna crack up. She's gonna laugh right now. She's gonna laughing. I know she's laughing like Marley. Why do you go on the girl show and you just like to play, right? Well, I'm not playing. I'm just being honest. I'm just being myself. I'm
That's
just
the
being
sad
myself.
part. No, the sad part is you're honest. This is the truth. That's the sad part of this whole exchange is you're not joking.
Yeah, and I want a girl that is just honest, just what it is. Just be yourself. I don't want no
All right,
girl.
Kamari, 36. What city you live in, baby?
Queens,
Where?
Queens, New York.
Queens. Okay. No kids, right? You have never been married?
No,
And what you do for a living?
I'm a truck driver, truck to trailer.
Truck driver. Okay. Do you believe in zodiac signs?
Not really. No.
Okay. So we got Kamari, 36, no kids, Queens, never married, truck driver. What kind of woman you looking for, sir?
As I said before, I'm looking for a curvy, sexy, nice looking black lady. She could be whatever any race though, but I love my black girls like nice, sexy, you know, especially Caribbean girls. Yeah, I'm from Jamaica, so I think yeah.
Oh, that's why you don't eat punani, because you're Jamaican.
Well, I'm not gonna say really because the Jamaicans, a lot of Jamaicans eat vagina, but I would rather myself to say myself is a yardie. So a yardie meaning like I was like born Jamaica, raised Jamaica. It was just installed. It wasn't like some Jamaican, like some people say, "Oh, I'm a Jamaican," and they're just saying they're Jamaican because their parents is Jamaicans. I'm full Jamaican. Yeah, like literally. Like my
You're
whole teenager, I was living in Jamaica.
okay. Now, what kind of woman? Okay, what are your deal breakers?
So my jailbreakers is bad breath, ugly, don't shape, don't have any shape, um, dishonest, not independent, don't know to have a good conversation, and don't know how to be a leader. I don't know how to act around in different environment. Don't know how to adapt.
Okay. Um, those are your deal breakers.
Yeah,
Okay.
I already know the big one, right? The bedroom story. Yeah.
No, tell it for the new people.
Go on. They will know. Don't worry.
Should she look a certain way?
Yeah, she have to be curvy. She have to have nice bottom boobs, curvy, curve. She cannot be too tall. I'm like 5'7", so she have to be like 5'2", 5'3". I have to be taller than her.
You have to
I
be
might.
taller than her.
Yeah, and I'm 5'7".
Okay, you're 5'7". Should she make a certain amount of money?
No, she
Okay,
can
so
work.
she got to be shorter than 5'7".
Yeah,
Okay, now continue.
and with the money she can work in a wholesale whatever. She don't have to have anything because I'm good. Like yeah, she don't have to have dollar. I just want her to be like be real, as I told you. She have to be independent, meaning she could just be working in a regular store as long as she's making the money to finance to feed herself. I don't even think she have to have money to like shelter because if we're gonna get serious, that's gonna be on me. So for now, just to be able to pay for a meal, if because I said before, if I'm gonna come to her, right? I will buy the ticket because I can have always have, but I need to know what she can do. I'm not gonna be like, oh, because I'm a guy, I'm gonna spend all these money. No, I'm just meeting you, so you have to prove to me that you're ready for me to spend my money on you. That's what I'm saying, basically. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I know that's that. I know that's that bullshit.
yeah, my bullshit, whatever. I understand what you're saying,
Yeah,
but
like so you're just saying that if a woman, so right now you're in Queens, but if
yeah.
a woman in South Carolina and then you have to go to South Carolina, she's responsible for to get you to South Carolina.
No, and not necessary because it all depends on what she's what she's all about. Because the other girl that I'm talking about previously, the reason why I even did that because she was running her mouth about oh she's rich, she's rich, and I'm saying listen, I don't need a rich girl. I don't need a girl that trying to be like you make more money than me. Or we're not doing a debating on money.
But you just said a second ago that if you have to go to a woman, because that's why we're getting here again, she has to prove to you that she's worthy of your money. So
Yeah,
again, she has to pay for you to get to her.
because I'm saying what if I, for example, right?
No, no, no. Okay, the reason behind it, let's just have the clarity. If a
Right.
woman is in a different state or city and she wants to meet you, and the requirement is if she's in Dallas, Texas, if you got to go to Dallas, Texas, she's responsible to pay for you to get to Dallas, Texas, correct?
Not necessary. No, not
Oh,
necessary.
that's not true. Okay. Well, what do you mean when you say that if I got to go to her, you got to prove to me that you got to take care of it? That's what you just said a second ago.
Yeah, but the reason why I'm saying that It's not just because you're putting it in the content of like once I go to that person, she have to pay for it. It could be like, for instance, the second date, the third date, whatever. Maybe I'm just gonna test her. Maybe I would just do it. That's what I'm saying. I would just might just say, okay, pay for the meal.
I don't even think she should pay for the meal, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah, that's your opinion. I can't fight you on that opinion. That's just like I have my opinion. That's it.
Ladies should be doing tips until you're in relationships. And then when you're in relationships, yeah, now you can start paying for things. You can start, this is really the example of what's going on. Ladies, and we gotta take the blame, been doing too much. We've been spoiling men, and now he thinking during the courting stages on the second date, he expects the woman to pay. On the second date, she could offer her, now, how about this? Y'all go on a date and then y'all go for drinks and she pays for the drinks. Like, you could prove that I'm not just here to leech off you in a lot of ways, but the expectation is I'm paying the dinner bill
Ken,
on the second date. And
okay, Kenja, because you're one sided now. I'm just gonna be real, right? So you're dating me, and I flew you come to New York, right? And I'm gonna get you a hotel. I'm gonna get you the nicest restaurants. I'll maybe carry shopping, whatever. It depends on what we are planning to do. And I'm not worried. I'm not even worried one bit. So what is a big deal if I come to your city and you're supposed to just treat me, accommodate me? What's wrong? That's what I'm asking. What's wrong?
so here's the deal. You come to my city, I pick you up.
Right? And
And
that's it?
that's about, and yeah, because you're a man. Because a man, and a man shouldn't even want y'all sit up here. This is a good conversation. Men sit up here all the time, talk about women trying to emasculate them. And this is why women are becoming the men and men are becoming the women. And that's what's happening. So whenever y'all, like, this is a very feminine request. I don't care where she lives. You're a man. You're supposed to want to invest in this woman, or you don't go see her. If you don't want to spend money to go see her, that's fair. I can understand that more than saying it's required for you to spend your money to get me there. Now, if you get there, it's a new city, I'm gonna get you from the airport. That's about it. Now, when we're in a relationship, that's a whole different thing. A lot of partnership. I might spend a lot of money in the relationship, if it's like that, because now you're my man. Now we have solidified something. But we on first, second date, and I'm supposed to be paying for dates. I think the hell not. And I think, and that's just crazy that men are really walking around with those type of expectations. That blows my mind. I really feel like you don't like that girl. I feel like you don't really like the girl that you really want her to come out of her pocket so early on. Or if you can't afford it, and if you can't afford it, that's good too, but maybe don't date. Maybe get your coins up, get your life together. But in the second and first date, and the woman's child. But let's keep going. We're
Kenja,
gonna find
Kenja, I don't,
yeah, I don't know. It's crazy.
so we
This
so
is exhausting.
so we're reaching the whole thing now. Where are we?
Kendra can. Let's see the Kendra can.
Kendra. Oh, maybe.
Okay. All right, we see you. We see you. I want to just say this. A lot of these things, and I've also learned, I know men who are offended when women offer to pay. They literally get offended if a woman tries to pay for them, if they try to pay a meal, because they feel like, no, this is what I'm supposed to do. Those are the type of men, they get mad, child, when you try to pull out your purse and take over the bill, because they feel like you're trying to emasculate them. And again, I'm talking in the dating. I'm not talking about relationship, because I do think relationship is different. But let's go back to you. When was your last relationship?
My last relationship was like you're talking like relationship.
Yeah.
Maybe like uh, 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
Yesterday.
You was with somebody yesterday?
Yeah. Yeah, we just have sex. That's it.
You don't like her enough? Like, why are you calling me? She can't be the woman in your life?
No, we just know that she have her partner, and I'm just
She already
maybe just
has another partner?
yeah, she have her partner. Yeah, I'm just satisfying. Maybe the partner is not doing the right stuff. Maybe the partner is just using his mouth more than using his dick. That's it. Remember, I'm the dicker. I'm the guy with the dick. I have to good with my waistline. I always tell her that's the reason why I don't need to do all these nastiness. I'm good with my waistline. I'm good. I'm really good. That's why she keep coming. I'm just being real.
Okay, so this woman you can never be with because she has a man.
Yeah, she have a guy that literally like I think she, is her baby father. Yeah.
They live
So
together?
yeah, but whenever she
So
get the time to come over or
she
whatever
comes to
meet
your
up,
so she comes to your grandmother's house?
nah,
Or y'all go somewhere else?
yeah,
Who pays for where y'all go? She does?
me,
Oh, you did.
me and her is literally doing a lot. We've been doing this a good while now. So yeah, maybe for 3 months we've been having sex.
So now you're looking for your own woman?
I always been looking for my own woman. She know that. She would try all hook me up on her friends, but she know the type of guy I'm not gonna like run into. Listen, I don't have a kid, so and I have my money. I'm not rich, but I'm good. Um, I think I'm a good guy. I can have a good conversation. I can adapt to different environment. Um, I think um, I think I'm a quality guy. So I don't rush to date any girl. That's a big maybe that's the reason why I even asked that girl to do what I asked her to do because I know what I worth. I know what she's gonna gain from me if we really get serious. So maybe. So you say a good question. You say maybe I didn't like her, but it's not that I didn't like her, but I just want to know if she's the right type of girl. Put it that way, like maybe, yeah.
Can you define quality?
Okay, quality is like a person that is what would I put it like? She can start if for example, right? If I should like have a nice lady in my life, right? And something forbid should happen and I passed away. That wife of mine should be able to stand on her 2 feet, provide for my kids them, and also know what I would like. Not just any random
No,
woman
no,
with
no, 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 no. You said that you were a quality guy, right?
yeah.
So what makes you a quality guy?
Oh, what made me a quality guy is
Yes.
because I know to stand up for my responsibility and I know how to act towards a woman. I don't shy away from responsibility. I always make sure my family. If you can understand, I'm with my grandma. I'm a family man. I know how to treat people. I know I'm a people's person, and I always tend to look after the family.
So
So
if
I'm
you get
respon
married, does your family move into your grandmother's house?
No, this is my grandma house. I don't need to live with my grandma. That's what I'm saying.
So, but you said you had to take after your grandmother. So if you meet a woman, how is that gonna work?
And I told you I would have to go back and forth because I used to live in Massachusetts, where I used to have my own home. But
So
since
and so okay, so if you meet a woman, you're
right,
gonna buy a house for her?
no, I'm not gonna buy a house for her. For who? My
Okay,
grandma?
well, okay, so how about help me understand this? What's the plan once you get a family? What's the plan?
I'm gonna walk you through. What before we even get a family? If me and that girl is gonna get in a serious relationship, right? We are gonna get somewhere for ourselves,
Okay.
wherever we choose, whichever city,
So
right?
you're gonna leave, so you'll move out of your grandmother's house.
Yeah, but I always have to come and check on my grandma. That's the only difference. I'm not gonna live with my grandma. I'm just gonna come and visit my grandma. Make sure maybe every week or every 2 weeks, but I have to come and ensure that she's good.
Okay, got you. Okay, I was just curious. All right. Did we do your three flaws?
Huh?
Three flaws, three things you gotta work on.
Maybe I need to stop being so mean because I think maybe I'm a bit mean, like as in like what I said before. Like most women would say, "Oh no, I think you should pay," but I think that's the way you have to be different from the rest of guys. Everybody's supposed you cannot be the same like each guy. Every guy is just, "Oh, I'm gonna spend my money 'cause I'm trying to impress this girl." No, I think every guy and me, that is just me. I think I have to do a different approach, not the same. I'm not the same as every guy. I'm different. So that's the reason why I'm just telling you, like, I think I'm a bit mean because of my mom taught me, like, don't make a lady trick you and take away a lot of things. Because most guys, yeah, well, a lot of guys would spend on these women, right? And don't even have a bed for themselves. Like they don't have anything. Because they're all about running the woman. That's why my mom always say, listen, make sure you have your stuff together, then you can look a female. Because when you have your stuff, you don't have to chase a woman. A woman will chase you. That's how it's supposed to work.
Who? Women supposed to chase? Women supposed to chase men?
When you have no, this is just facts in life, right? If I'm a wealthy person, I'm not rich, but I'm say for example, I'm wealthy, I'm rich. Basically, that's what my mom is trying to explain to me. Once you have your thing together, woman will always chase you. Meaning, if say for example, I have a nice big house, I'm a multimillionaire. Come to be real, be real. Would I have to be on here looking at female? No,
But you're
no.
not a. But that's not the real. But that's not the real situation.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So
But you still
I'm
having that as a requirement. You still want her to chase you.
no, because not because I'm not at this level, doesn't mean I should drop my integrity. I should just like um
I want to say this though too. I don't believe that women should trick on guys either. So I don't want to get that lost in it because I do know there are
but
some women.
women do it. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying,
yeah,
Kendra.
okay. So listen, I do want to acknowledge that there are some women who use men just for dates and dinners and have no true intentions for them. So I don't agree with that. So fellas, I don't agree with that. But you're gonna have to use your discernment, and you can
That's
tell
it.
if a woman, just like everybody know when somebody like them or not. Like it's not really hard. A woman, you know when a guy feeling you, and a guy, you know when a woman ain't feeling you. Vice versa. Now, if you decide to proceed after your intuition has told you this person don't really like me too much, then you get what you get. But
Kenja, you're on the point. I think that was the argument. I think that's the reason why I even asked her. I think I didn't. I think she didn't. I don't. I think she was trying to get something from me.
well,
That's what.
but then the statement to me is you just don't give her your energy. But we gotta go. We gotta go. I'm never. Here's the deal. I'm never gonna agree with a woman's supposed to pay on a
No,
first,
I
second.
don't have any
I'm
problem.
never gonna agree with that.
Yeah, I'm not telling you to agree.
I do agree in relationships, women can contribute whatever it is, but I believe that a man should court a woman because this is the only way you know he's serious about you. And I don't even mean expensive dates. I talk about this all the time. You could do a breakfast date. Go on a date on your budget, but you got to put some type of effort forward so that woman can know
But Kenji,
early on if
but,
this man is going to be somebody serious about her or not.
but
If you given this lack of an effort in the beginning, that pretty much tells you what the vibe is going to be because the beginning is the best. You usually get the best in the beginning and it can go down after a while. But we got to go. Why would a woman be lucky to be with you, honey?
because it makes you worthwhile. I would. She would really, really have all the package. I think she would have the package. I'm funny. I'm jovial. I like to travel. I like to take up my lady. I like to buy my lady nice gifts. I like to treat a woman as a queen, and I think she's special when she's that person. But she have to
Now
be
I know
that
you better
person.
be on the Kendra G Singles dating app.
Oh, to be honest, I was so busy because I do
You was
truck.
so busy. You was
Yeah.
in queue. Hold on. Pause. You was in queue for the whole entire show. Before I even got to you, you've been in queue for about 30. You've been on queue for all the guests. So this is you know what? I'm not even no. No. And no. I'm mad at myself. I'm mad at myself. I'm mad at myself. I'm mad at myself. Carrie, I gotta see your face. That's that bullshit though. For real, for real. Because now y'all just sitting up here wasting my time when you already know what it is. And he's been in queue since the top of the show. So he's heard me talk about the dating app, even if he didn't know. So this is a user. He's a user. He's going to try to use up your energy like he just used up mine. Feels like he's entitled. No. No and no. And yes, you guys are right. I should have asked him at the top of the interview. I should have. Someone said, Kendra, what the guy is saying is he's doing that just to test the lady to see if she really care about him or really likes him. Test me in another way. Test me another way. Test me. What was that card test back in the day? Remember that movie back in the day? The card test was if a woman unlocked your door. Test me some other way. If I have courtesy, if I ask about your day, test me another way that don't confirm my money. I'm never gonna stand on that. So it is what it is. I feel like if a man is asking you to pay early on, he doesn't like you too much. I just think he doesn't like you too much. And why do you want to be with a man who doesn't like you too much? You're never gonna be happy with that guy. If you ain't got it like that, be creative. You know, take your little $40, take me bowling, take me ice cream, take me to cookie and cream, ice cream, because that's your budget. That's your budget. If your budget is ice cream and a walk in a park, then that's what it is. But that's where you stay. If the requirement is I have to pay for your presence, you got me fucked up. Okay? Now, you can do bad by yourself. Ain't gonna sit up here and ask, boy, okay, that's it. We done. Ciao. Download the dating app. I'll see y'all. What's today? Friday. I'll see y'all Friday. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night, everybody.